You're telling me that there aren't any happy endings in sports? Well, ask Deshaun Watson.
Okay, all right. I think we're gonna have our first. I think we're gonna have our first edit out of the podcast here.
I'm just saying, look at the great story. I mean, he somehow got all this guaranteed money, and honestly, he's the first quarterback to really get all these guaranteed contracts and guaranteed dollars. And I just don't know. I think Cleveland and Deshaun set a precedent here that going forward, this will be the case.
Well, Goggin, I'm so glad that you took that completely somewhere else, because that was not the happy ending I was thinking about, pal, when you brought up Deshaun Watson. But moving right along, brother, you already referenced this quarterback. I feel like it's only best that you get to introduce him, man. I think you've trademarked a new name for this guy. I know he used to go by Danny Dimes, Goggin, but what are you calling him nowadays?
The quarterback who looks like Jim Carrey and makes you act and see when he runs, he looks like Jim Carrey when he's, running around in those movies and getting it. He went from Danny Dimes to Danny Dollar Signs. All right. Daniel Jones finally got paid. And I just want to thank the Giants organization for finally making this happen. All right. We need to get him more weapons. They're already on it. We know about a tight end trade that they just did today. We're going to touch on. Let's go. I love this. I love this a lot I'm glad to see this.
Yeah, man, I'm glad you are. Look, call me the Grinch of the NFL, but man, I just can't understand some of these contracts and some of these signings. You cannot sit here and tell me the Giants are a better football team than what some of the options out there in free agency even are. They could have paid guys less and been just as competitive as they're going to be next season. Me and you were big Dable fans this past season. We thought he overcame a lot. We thought he overachieved. We thought the Giants were really good. But that really good came with a caveat every single time, and it was, which Daniel Jones are we getting? They caved to the demands of Daniel Jones' agent, and they overpaid for a very average quarterback that will likely be a backup by the time this contract is up. I'm just being honest. Terrible money management, terrible decision making. I'm completely off the Giants train. They were doing so many things right, but this was a huge step back for them as a franchise.